Hey folks, welcome to our quick walkthrough here of the CloudWatch service. Now I'm going to show you how to create alarms inside of CloudWatch. And the very first one that we're going to take a look at is a billing alarm. So a billing alarm is going to help us, well, not spend too much money in AWS. Now we can see I don't have any currently built out, so let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to click the Create Alarm button. And from here, we can see my current estimated charges so far. Looks like I'm spending about $193, $94 so far in this month. And let's make sure that that's not going to get too much higher. So I scroll down here a little bit. I can see that we're measuring this in USD, so in US dollars. And I want to get an alarm when, let's see, I spend more than $200, right? By putting that value in, we can see I've now set this threshold of $200. So when it hits that line, that's when something's going to happen. Now an alarm, well, it's built to alarm something, alarm on or about some event happening inside of your environment. Now that alarm needs to do something, right? So let's go ahead and make sure that I get a notification when I start spending too much money. So here we're going to say when the alarm hits the alarm status, so it has exceeded that threshold I just set, let's create a new SNS topic to alert me. So I'll call this my billing alarm. And this will be my sample user at Amazon.com. Now that email will get a notification when I spend too much cash. I'm going to click the Create Topic button, and we'll scroll down here just a little bit farther. Now there's a whole lot of actions that can take place using CloudWatch. For now, we're just going to stick with notifications. So I click Next here. Let's give this a quick name. Call this my spending alarm. And if I want to give it a description, I can do so. Next, I just see my little summary of what's happening. We can see that when I'm spending more than $200, I'm going to get that notification sent to my billing alarm SNS topic. Now let's go ahead and click Create Alarm. And it's currently in an insufficient data state. Basically, this just means it's taking a quick minute to get going before it can tell me whether it's in an alarm state or an OK state. So we'll give this just a second, and we'll come back as soon as it's finished. Okay, after just about a minute or so, my alarm is flipped into that OK state. Now notice it is OK because it hasn't exceeded that threshold that I set of that $200 range. I'm currently spending about $193. Now, alarms aren't just for monitoring billing or spend inside of my environment. They're also really useful for monitoring my actual AWS infrastructure. So let's take a quick look at that now. Now, I've switched over to my Oregon region, and this is where I keep the majority of my infrastructure. Let's go ahead and create an alarm for an EC2 instance. Now, the first thing we need to do is select a metric. Now, from here, I have a variety of services available to me, but I'm going to focus on that particular EC2 instance. I'm going to open up that per instance metric section and scroll down, and I would like to monitor the CPU utilization for this host right here. I'm going to go ahead and select the metric. Now we can see right now that this host isn't doing a whole lot. It's mostly just idling right now. Let's actually select our time period here to be 1 minute polling. Let's look at those data points, or start analyzing those points even faster. I'm just going to say that I would like to select a static value. So normally it's using about 0.4% utilization. So like I said, not very much. But I'd like to show you an alarmed state. So let's go ahead and put this in as 0.2. Now notice that threshold, well, it exceeds what my CPU is generally doing. Let's go ahead and click Next. And once again, I can create an alarm topic here. And let's send that to sample at Amazon.com. They're going to get my CPU alarm notifications. Go ahead and click Create Topic. Now scrolling down here a bit more, let's click Next. Give this an alarm name. CPU alarm. And, well, you can probably guess what's going to happen. The moment I click Save down here at the bottom, or Create, yeah, it's going to go into an alarmed state. Now this will once again take just a minute to get out of that insufficient data phase. So we're going to go ahead and pause and come back as soon as this alarm is ready. All right, it's been just a minute. We've come back here, and we've seen that, yes, my CPU alarm is now in that in-alarm state because I've exceeded that threshold that I specified during the creation process. So my email address has gotten that notification that my CPU is just a bit too high. All right, folks, thanks for joining me in this quick CloudWatch walkthrough.